There it is. There it is. The European Super Cup finally taking pride of place here in the trophy cabinet. So we now have won every single trophy that we pretty much can do at least once, which is fantastic. So glad that we won the Super Cup last time out. But we still need to try and win all 6 trophies this season. So 4 of those still need to be won this season. And we're going to start off today with hopefully doing well in the Champions League. So hello and welcome back to On The Rocks. Hope you're all doing well today and looking forward to today's episode where we play Hibs, do the Champions League group stage draw and play that first Champions League game. Of course, if you are looking forward to today's episode, make sure you do drop a like on the video for me, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, and of course leave some comments down below for the YouTube algorithm. First things first though, since you were last here for that European Super Cup victory, we've only played 2 games. We beat A United in a cup game, which is pretty simple, before beating Rangers 2-0 with 2 goals from Bryce Delaney. Also, I should say I've not been very active in the past few days or so. I've been very busy the past few days. I was doing some commentary for Lincoln City in one of the days, and actually I did an interview with one of you guys. If you're a frequenter of the comments section, I'm sure you'll all know Yaro down in the comments section, always leaving comments, which is fantastic. I love it. He's a journalism student at the University of Sheffield, and he was coming to a Lincoln City game because he likes to do ground hopping and said to me, "Tom, can I interview you?" So we did an interview, and I mean, it's my bad because I took him to one of the busiest pubs in Lincoln actually, which is maybe not great for the audio quality, but we did an interview, and if you want to listen to it, I'll put a link to it down in the description. Anyway, jumping into today's episode, of course, it is the Champions League group stage, and we are the first seeded team for it. We're in the top seed, obviously, but also we have the most coefficient points, so we are basically seed number 1. Also, I reckon I'm going to predict this absolutely exactly. I think I've got it nailed down on my head who we're going to get in our group. If I'm right, you've got to go and follow me on Instagram. I'll put a link to my Instagram in the description, so if I get all the teams right, you've got to follow me. So let's find out what group we are going to be in. We're in Group B, which is, I guess, a nice group. It would be nice to be in Group A for Aberdeen or something like that. But of the teams down below, you can see here, you've got Man United, Milan, Chelsea and Villarreal, and just behind me, Barcelona, Madrid, Bayern Munich and Tottenham. I personally think we are going to get Bayern Munich. That's what I think. I mean, I know I said if I get them all right, follow me on Instagram. I've literally fallen at the very, very first hurdle. I could not have got it more wrong straight away. And if anything, getting it so wrong also deserves a follow. So link in the description. Okay, so if it's not Bayern Munich, who is it going to be then? It's Man United. I was nearly saying Man United, you know, but I thought Bayern Munich. No, Man United, we've got them. That's going to be a difficult game because they are a pretty decent side. And then Real Madrid into C, Milan into D, Barcelona into E, Villarreal into F, Tottenham in G, and then Chelsea in H. Right, I'm going to keep guessing though. Down here we've got Napoli, Mönchengladbach, Hoffenheim and Porto. Lazio, Celtic, Marseille and PSV are behind me. So obviously we can't have Celtic in our group, but we could get, I'm going to say Hoffenheim. That's who I think we're going to have. As Marseille going to A. Oh, we do get Hoffenheim. I'm a genius. I knew we were going to get a German team. I just did the wrong German team, clearly. So Lazio into C, PSV into D, Napoli into E, Borussia Mönchengladbach into F, Porto into G, and that means Celtic go into Group H. Now, what you may have noticed is that Celtic were in the 3rd seeded teams and Rangers weren't. And Rangers also aren't in this one, so they're not in the Champions League this season. They're not a 4th seed either. But from this 4th seed of Bruges, Galatasaray, Dinamo Basel, Slavia Prague, Olympiacos, Shakhtar and Zenit, I think we are going to get Shakhtar, but maybe Dinamo or Shakhtar, one of the two. Olympiacos into A, that's fine. We get, I can't believe it. I'm actually pretty spot on with these. If only I said Man United rather than Bayern Munich, you guys would have thought I was an absolute genius. I am a genius. This deserves a follow on Instagram. Anyway, for the remaining teams, Prague go into C, Bruges into D, Galatasaray into E, Zenit into F, Dinamo into G, which means that Celtic get Basel in their group. So, okay, you know, it's a pretty decent group. We should be comfortably through that and comfortably on our way to another Champions League. Paul, the first group stage game is against Man United. That's going to be a lot of fun. So as I say, we'll do this Hibs game and then we'll go through international break. I'll do that off camera because that is very, very boring. But after that, we'll come back for Man United. So for the first game against Hibs, we still need to get a bit of match sharpness into some of our players. Because it's been early stages of this season, no Champions League just yet, we've been playing the first team for the most part. But we need to get the second team into a bit of match sharpness as they will play most of the league games when the group stage of the Champions League is going on. So this is the lineup. Marcelo Gil starts in goal with a backline of Ishmael, Tigger McLumper, Caio Henrique, of course, the new boy, well not new boy, the old boy coming back home, and then Reyes de Souza at right back. Tam McLumper and Medina start in the middle. Baptiste Bont is back from injury. We'll bring him on as a substitute in this game for his debut. Nunes, obviously a new boy, starting out on the left wing. Thad McRae on the right. Alexandris through the middle, and then of course Evie Kath de Fothera starting up front. Also, literally as I was saying that, it sounded like outside my house there was some sort of like chainsaw going on. Yep, I can hear it. I assume the microphone can pick it up a little bit. Do they not know who I am and what I'm doing? Gee. I think it's because someone around the corner from my house crashed into a lamppost and my lamppost fell over, and they're using those chainsaw things to dig into the ground to probably plant a new one. Anyway, kickoff is upon us here today, and I am very excited to see how Caio Henrique and, of course, the new boy out on this left wing does in this game. As Nunes on the ball, the new boy into Medina, back to Ishmael. Some nice triangles forming on this left-hand side of the pitch. Nearly losing possession, but we do regain it just about, with Bryce Delaney finding Evie Kath de Fothera, who scores his second goal of the season. Evie was absolutely superb last season, scoring plenty of goals in the league. Was just about overtaken by Varela and Jan Cavalcanti in the end, but showed so much promise last season. I think it's going to be a big part of the future of this club. When we finish this series, I will do a few episodes going into the future and stuff like that and seeing what happens. I would imagine that the manager after me is not going to be as, I don't know, have a strong backbone like me to just keep rejecting bids for all our players. I imagine a lot of these guys will be gone within a season or two after I leave. Hopefully, though, that's not the case. Hopefully, they all stick around, but I imagine the club will just buckle at the first sign of a big transfer fee. This first half, though, is going by pretty quickly. We're not really doing all that much. 35 minutes on the clock now, and De Souza is brought down in the area for a penalty. Evie Kath taking this one, looking to double his goal tally today and extend his tally to 3 goals in the league so far this season. Evie Kath scores beautifully. So overall, a very professional first half there. We are 2-0 up without conceding a single shot on target or a single shot at all against Hibs so far. And the second half is hopefully going to start with a goal. The long throw-in is clear, but only as far as Medina. Tam McLumper plays the ball back into the middle. Ryan Kindness, who we sold to Hibs, is getting in there with a decent challenge. But hopefully for us, he's not going to stop them for much longer as Alexandris gets a nice shot away at the near post, but it's a decent save from the keeper before being pushed away for a corner, as Tam McLumper puts it into the middle and Tigger McLumper tries to head it in the back of the net. The brothers combining there, not being able to get the job done though. Not that it matters. We're 2-0 up, we're top of the league, we're loving life right now, and Hibs are yet to have a single shot on goal. Tam McLumper with another corner. We are dangerous from corners, but not quite this time as Caio Henrique, looking for his first goal back at the club, puts that one just over the bar. And now we've got 20 minutes or so to go. I think it's time to give this guy a go. The big summer signing finally back from injury. Baptiste Bont is going to come on to replace Brian Medina. He looks incredible. We're also going to take Thad McRae off, swap him with Evangelist, who can play on that right-hand side. And then we will bring Jan Cavalcanti on through the middle. Let's see how Baptiste Bont and Cavalcanti can combine for the final 20 minutes. I'm expecting big things from Baptiste Bont this season. We bought him for a lot of money, but he's very, very good. We've seen it against us when he played for Barcelona. We've seen his attributes. They're very good. Maybe he's not going to be able to show much in his first 20 minutes for the club, particularly coming back from injury, but if he gets a decent rating, then that'll be quite decent as Tigger McLumper gets the goal, assisted by Jan Cavalcanti there in the end. I think it just bounced off Cavalcanti, which is why he gets the assist. I don't think he meant to do it, to be fair. I actually thought it was Cavalcanti taking the shot. What did happen here? McLumper heads it, and it... Okay, so McLumper heads it, hits the Hearts player, and then hits Cavalcanti and falls back to Tigger McLumper, who scores the opening goal of the game. Unfortunately, we've seen nothing of Baptiste Bont on a highlight just yet, but we've not really given him much time so far in this game. Good ball there. Oh, not a good ball from Cavalcanti. It goes straight through to the Hibs players, but they get it straight back to us. And Alexandris plays it down this right-hand side of the pitch. Jan Cavalcanti now on it on the edge of the area, looking to put a ball into the middle. Into Vangelis Alexandris, who gets the goal. Cavalcanti with another assist already. He's had a great game so far, and he's doing whatever that is to Alexandris. He's saying how great of a player he is. That's lovely to see, particularly from a legend like Jan Cavalcanti. I don't think I'll ever get over him. I'm going to want him in every single save. He's one of my favourite players ever, I think, in Football Manager. He's right up there with some of the legends that we've had from various different saves. But in the end, we come away with a 4-0 victory. Very professional, very good, very happy. As I say, though, we do have international break coming up, as you can see. So I will play through that, because that's going to be very boring to just sit through. And I will see you as we go 70 games unbeaten in the league. You love to see it. I will see you in the Man United game. I don't know why to think about that bit so much. That was like a bit of mental confusion. Okay, so here we are back now for the Man United game, which is a big one. United are very good. Obviously, we beat them in the semi-final last season. The season before that, they lost actually in the quarterfinals, but the season before that, they won it, beat us in the semi-finals, and then beat PSG in the finals. So we do have a bit of decent history here with, in fact, the season before that, we beat them in the semi-finals. So we usually come up against Man United very late in the competition. So the group stage is going to be pretty exciting. Hopefully today we're going to put our best foot forward. If we scroll down, we can find Celtic right at the bottom. They're taking on Chelsea. But obviously we want to find out what other clubs are doing as well. So in the Europa League, we can scroll down to see that, where are they? Where are they? Oh yeah, they're here, Rangers. Rangers taking on Montpellier. They've got Anderlecht and Salzburg in their group. That should be a big win. And then actually I missed them at the top. Motherwell also in the Europa League this season. They're taking on Monaco, Kiev and Fenerbahce. In the Conference League, Hearts are also in there as well. They're taking on Dnipro and St. Pat's and a team from Cyprus that I can't really pronounce. And then right down at the bottom, once again, Hibs are taking on Glenatron from Northern Ireland, Rio Ave and Besiktas. So once again, all 6 teams in the group stage of European competition. It's just a shame that this season is not 3 in the Champions League. But what I am very excited is that we are finally going to get a full strength team playing this game. Peter starts in goal with Jem Finley, Sandro and De Klerk in the back. I am very excited to see Bont and Fort playing alongside each other in the centre of midfield. Bryce Delaney on the left, Neve on the right, Cavalcanti through the middle, and of course Varela leading the line. So as kickoff is upon us here today, this one's a big one, to be fair. 15 minutes gone and there's not been a single highlight just yet, but you can see by the match stats above me that Aberdeen 8 shots to Man United's 1 shot. This is looking pretty dominant already. We've been so good in European football recently, particularly when it comes to the finals, just absolutely dominating games. But against United today, we're not really doing much. Until now. Jens Neve, Demancic, goal. You love to see it, and my phone is buzzing. Why is that? Of course, it's the One Football app telling me that Aberdeen have gone 1-0 up against Man United. One Football, of course, is the best football app out there to keep up to date with all the latest football news, scores, and updates from around the world. You can follow your favourite teams and get push notifications sent straight through to your... I meant to pause it. Hang on, this is not good. Try and do some seamless ad integrations and then this sort of thing happens. Still, it is the best football app to keep up to date with all the latest football news, scores and updates from around the world. And actually, when I've been doing Lincoln City commentary games, obviously I see the goal, commentate on it. The notification comes through like 10-20 seconds later, which is almost instant for football apps. So downloading it from the top line of the description would do massive favours for me and the channel. Thank you very much. Weirdly, actually, my phone did actually buzz as the goal went in, but it's actually my mate telling me that he's back at lunchtime on Friday. So there we go. Anyway, there's a highlight straight from the kickoff, which is interesting. Hopefully for us, it's going to be a goal as Jordan Ford makes a good challenge, but United win back possession, but they're not going to keep it by lumping balls forward like that to our 6'7" Demancic. Cavalcanti, Bryce Delaney, Jem Finley on the overlap. Can he get a ball into the middle? He gets past one, back to Delaney and sort of just puts him back in a tricky position. He should have carried on with that one, really. And we work the ball back out to the wing. The cross comes in and is cleared, but only as far as Bryce Delaney. Jordan Ford once again on the edge of the area. Into Bryce Delaney, who shoots from the edge of the 6-yard box and scores his 8th of the season. He's our top scorer so far this season, Bryce Delaney, and he just keeps adding to his tally. So I must say, after a bit of a slow start to the game with not many highlights, we have taken control of it and we're 2-0 up against Man United, and we just look absolutely unstoppable when it comes to European football right now. I think this is the best team I've ever made in Football Manager. I don't think we've had a more complete team than this. I genuinely think this is better than anything. This team is better than Hop to a Top. That was a pretty decent team, wasn't it? It's better than any Lincoln Loco team, I reckon. Lincoln Loco 1, as Jens Neve gets a goal. Lincoln Loco 1, that might challenge it a little bit. But in my memory, I cannot think of a better team than this one. Part of that reason is we've carried on after winning Champions Leagues and made the team stronger and stronger. Normally, we kind of end the series when we win a Champions League or something like that, or we win the top division. So we never really quite get that team up to the same sort of level. But I think this will take a lot of beating, an awful lot of beating in the future if we want to have a better team than this Aberdeen one. In the meantime, we concede a goal. As I big the team up, saying how good they are, they concede one of the most stupid goals I've ever seen in my life. Luckily, I think it has come a little bit too late in the day for United to have any sort of impact on us, but I've just seen the match stats. So with it 24 shots we've had to their 5 shots. They've had 1 on target, which did go in the back of the net, but we have absolutely dominated United today. Remember 5 or 6 seasons ago, when they were the ones dominating us, we have come so far in that time to be just so dominant. And like I say, I think this is the best team in this version of the game right now, in my save file. And I think it's the best team that I have ever created too. So that was a good effort, lads. Well done on the win. You love to see it. I will say, I think the rest of the group stage is going to be pretty easy for us as well. So with that, I think we come back next episode for Rangers, because that'd be a good game to do, and then the other leg against Man United, play against them away from home and see how dominant we are there. So thank you ever so much for watching today's episode. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Of course, if you have done, make sure you do drop a like on the video for me, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, and leave a comment down below for the YouTube algorithm. Until next time, have a good one. Goodbye.